Microphone check 1 2. Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my band. Man, yo, can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Please say you can hear me. Yo, y'all can hear me, man? Y'all there? Y'all can hear me? Can anybody hear me? Campbell, what up? Slap Happy, what up? Yeah, I had to fix the audio. Okay, here we go. Shoo-hoo-hoo. Yo, I'm not even right now. Oh man, thank you so much. Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Family, smash that subscribe button if you're just coming to the stream. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget you know what I'm saying? Make sure to comment, guys. Let's get into this. They haven't ran the ball yet. They ran it once. All right. I'm not in my studio. I got a different outfit on. So, but I had to come and I had to stream and I had to scream. I'm going to be screaming and talking. So tonight I can't really scream. I am streaming, but I can't scream like I usually do. So I'm watching the game and I got my two set up. So right now, what I see zero change. I don't see any change. They're not running the ball. I think they ran the ball once. I'm going to call every single run, guys. I'm going to call every single run. All right? They're not running the ball. All right? We got 3rd and 2. We're punting on 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 1, short yardage. I mean, on 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, we're punting the ball. We're not running the ball. What was the change for if we're not going to run the ball? Watch for the run tonight, okay? We got to run the ball. If we don't run the ball, we're not going to win this game. All right? And I don't understand what are we changing and we're still not running the ball. We're not running the ball. I had to come on here tonight because I felt like, yo, the game experience is something special. And I want all of us to experience this together. But I also want to let you guys know that the change can only make sense if they change something. All right. I don't see much that they've changed. Maybe shorter, faster pass, but you can't pass the entire game you can't pass the entire game and expect to win this game. It's just not going to work. You see what I'm saying? They got to run the ball. Remember, guys, my theory is only based on them running the ball. You have to run the ball. If you don't run the ball, I don't care what you do. You can bring in all the best play callers in the game. You do the same thing, there are other play callers on their defense, and they're going to stop you from doing what you're doing the entire game. You're one-dimensional. They haven't changed anything. So I don't understand, like, how you changing stuff. It's like, yo, y'all don't get it? Y'all don't get it? You got to run the ball. Pat Schumer, you were upstairs looking on the screen. Everything you were looking at, you didn't see no run? You didn't see that this team needed to run the ball? Nah, bro. You got to run the ball. I don't care what you do. I haven't seen the run yet. I saw them run one time. One time. I saw them run one time, Patrick. They're not running the ball. I didn't see much of a running play. I'm expecting Colorado to be run heavy. You have to, Patrick, you have to establish a run game for it to work in the second half. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all don't understand that. You have to establish the run in the first half heavy. You can't be 80% pass, maybe like 10 or 15. You got to establish the run early for it to work later. They're not running. Good job, defense. So the defense is showing up again tonight. The offense is not again. Y'all switched it up, but I need to see the run. I came to watch this game because of the run. Blue Moon, what up? Slap Happy, what up? CJ, what up? Patrick, what up? Campbell, what up? RR, what up? After the game, what up? They got to run the ball, man. I'm sorry, but you got to run the ball, bro. That's red zone. That's red zone. That's Shiloh. Once again, Shiloh did it. Shiloh did it again. Shiloh did it again. Run the ball. The very first play on this, do not throw the ball. You're in red zone. You got to run the ball. Slap, what up? I appreciate the super chat, homie. My man Slap. I appreciate it, yo. Shiloh is looking for trouble. I want problems. I want trouble. Hand off. 2 yards. Yeah, let's go. You got to do that. We're in red zone. Just keep running it. If it works or not, you got to keep running it. You got to run the ball. Just keep running it. Before you know it, they're going to break one of those. That's 2 yards. Now it's 2nd and 8. We just got 2 yards. That's great. That's positive. Ooh. He hung that ball. He hung the ball. Let's run. It's 3rd and 8, guys. I would have ran it on 2nd down. You go back to the run. Just go right back to the run. I want running. You can. You're in the red. You're on the 20-yard line. Don't kick a field goal here. We need 7. We cannot kick. We need 7 here. Get rid of the ball. Field goal. You got to go to, of course you take the points. What do you think you're going to do? Are you crazy? You got to get the field goal. Y'all see how long they had the block for? Y'all see the time that the line is giving him? If the line is trash, he doesn't get that much time. I'm telling you. I can't show the game, guys. I'm watching it on my computer. All right, we're on the board. Kick is good. 3-7. We can't get into the red zone and we do that. The red zone, do we have red zone plays? Do we have any red zone plays? I'm telling you, man, this is we're gonna have to do way better than this. The play calling is not changing. It's not changing. It's the same stuff we're seeing. It is the same stuff we're seeing. Got to tell us more on the game. Get more ratings this way. Just keep watching. Or keep watching. The game right now, I put the scoreboard up. CU is 3, Oregon State 7. My idea is this is what I'm setting for. I'm looking for them to run the ball. You're in the red zone. We got running backs that can walk into that end zone. I'm telling you, we have running backs that can walk into that end zone. Can we see more creativity in the gameplay, in the game calling? What's up with the sweeps? What's up with the quarterback tosses, the low tosses? What is going on with the red zone offense? We have better. We have the team to do that. We have the personnel to do that. I'm trying to tell y'all, we got the personnel to do that. They're switching up the daggone play callers, but I don't see any difference. Shake things up. They are running, James. They are running. They're running it more. And this is what you got to do in the first quarter or in the first half in order for the second half of the run to pick up. But they're not running in the way that I think they should be running the ball. They need to change the run play up. They need to be able to get run plays that gives, like, you have Dylan Edwards who can run. You got Savion who can run. You got Wilkinson who can run. Like, these guys opened up the playbook and give me some plays that can work for their strengths. The fastest player that I know on the team is Dylan Edwards. They're not using his speed. We're leaving points on the board. You get into that red zone, I need to see somebody walk into that end zone. Do some trick plays. Do some like toss the ball, go, you know what I'm saying? Do some trick plays. I need to see more than this. They know Shedeur is going to drop back and hold the ball for at least 5 to 6 seconds. The line is not going to hold for that long. We already know that. We've seen this for 8 games, bro. We've seen the line cannot hold you for that long, Shedeur. We got to be able to be more creative with the play calling. That's what I'm saying. Or I don't know if you're trying to be facetious, you're trying to be funny. I guess you're trying to troll. Go ahead, troll. I don't care. I can't be as excited and yelling like I am in my studio. I'm in somebody else's space right now. The defense is showing up. The defense is playing, bro. The defense is showing up. They're not going to stop. This is all the time. Every single week we talk about this on this live. People, it's not going to be a 100% stop. You don't have that kind of defense nor that offense. You don't have that. What you need to do is utilize the strength that you have on that team, because they're not going to stop it every single play. The offensive line is not going to block forever. We're leaving points on the board because we're not changing the play call. The defense is doing pretty good, James. Another one. Them boys are playing. The defense is playing. You come out, if we get the ball back, you come out, the first 2 plays should be run plays. I'm telling you, run. Man, I've watched some really good NFL teams that were really committed to the run, and boy, did it start lining up when the run started to work. Yeah, football is fun if you work that run. I just wish we had the type of offense that was really committed to the run to see how fun this offense or this team could be. Shallow with the hit. There's a flag down. Shallow got to be careful now. He's playing more careful now because obviously he's afraid that they might call some whack plays. They might call some whack penalty. What was the flag? Did we get what the flag was? Yes, sir. Defense shut it down. Nothing happening on the corners. Second down. I think he lost yards on that, didn't he? Second and 13, they lost 3 yards on that. Incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd and 13. We stop it here. We get the ball back. I need to see run. If we get this stop right here, I want to see run right away. 2 runs back to back. Just run the ball. Run the ball. These teams are supposed to be blowing us away. I'm telling you. These teams are supposed to be blowing us away. Defense is showing up and playing. Not happening. Not happening. 4th down. Defense stops. Defense get the stop. Right. Oh my gosh. If he doesn't sell it so hard, if he just keeps his footing, if he doesn't sell it so hard and commit so hard, keeps his footing, that right there is a quarterback sack. But the defense is playing. You guys see the defense is playing. So now it's time for us to see the offense step up. He was in the end zone. That's a touchback. That's a touchback. This team is a good team. I'm telling you, like Colorado has the personnel. We definitely have the pieces that it takes to win these games. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if the coaching staff just can't figure this out. But you can't have the type of wide receivers we have, the type of running backs that we have. We have an elite quarterback, for crying out loud. And it just seems like the play callers, the coaches are not helping these kids. Look at it, man. What are you watching? Like, I want you to, I'm telling you, Colorado's a good team. If you really look at this team and you take a critical look at this team, Colorado is a good team. I'm telling you, some of these teams, like the teams that are on our level, they don't have the pieces that we have. They don't have the personnel that we have. If the coaching staff can just get it together, I don't know if they have to change that entire play scheme that we have. You know, I don't know if we have to change that entire playbook and just bring in more of an NFL style playbook, because Shedeur should not be in a pass first offense or RPO, run option, run, you know what I'm saying? Run pass option. If they put Shedeur in a traditional offensive scheme, Shedeur would be Heisman material. We know you can pass, but we have to put you in a traditional offensive system, and you will light it up. You know that in the offense, if you watch, you know that in the NFL, if you watch NFL football, NFL is run heavy. They put a lot of stock. They put a lot of stock into their running backs. It's because they know that if you establish the run, that passing becomes so much easier. That's why the NFL is built the way the NFL is built. Quarterback, running back, and then you fill in the blank. Wide receiver, coach, whoever else comes after that. There's a reason why it's built like that. If you do that, I'm telling you, football is so easy and it's so fun to watch, especially when you have the caliber of players that we have. The caliber of players that we have, you put those young men in a traditional NFL scheme, Shedeur would be like, no, wait till Shedeur goes to the NFL. Y'all just wait till Shedeur goes to the NFL. Let's run. We got to run. It's a pass. He hung the ball. Shedeur's hanging the ball. Is Shedeur hurt? Can y'all tell me, is Shedeur hurt? Because he's hanging the ball tonight. Because if he puts that ball in stride, if he puts that ball like he did at TCU, Travis Hunter scores easily. Because Travis has his guy beat by 2 steps. Shedeur hung the ball, and Travis had to slow down and come back for the ball. Do y'all know if Shedeur's hurt? Is his passing motion? Is that what happened last game? Run, please. There you go. How many yards is that? You ran it the first time. You got 2 yards. You run it the second time. How many yards is that? 6 yards. 6. I'm counting runs tonight. I came on this stream only to count runs. Let's run. Okay? We lose yards. That's fine. That's fine. We lose yards. Run it again. We got 6 yards on that run. I'm counting runs tonight. The second one, we lost yards. It's fine. That's going to happen. But you keep running. I guarantee you, you keep running, and we're going to bust this game wide open. SC can't do this, so CU can't. I don't know what you mean can't. Can't do what? We're passing again. Okay, go get the first down. Go get the first down. Why are you going backwards? Why are you going backwards? Keep going. Keep going forward. You get the first down. You're hurt. Shedeur is hurt, man. If you go forward, you get a first down. He got an open yard and he stops, and then he goes backwards. That guy's hurt. He's not the same. Put in a different quarterback, man. Nah, put in a different quarterback. We got to go with a different quarterback tonight. We got to go with a different quarterback. Shedeur is not Shedeur tonight. He hurt. Shedeur's passing motion is not there. He can't scramble. Look, he's wheezing already. Shedeur's wheezing already. Put in a different quarterback, bro. He's probably going to the locker. Is he going to the locker room? Let's put in a different quarterback and go run heavy. We got the running backs to do it. I promise you. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, Lord. No, I'm telling you. First down, they get a first down. Ooh. That was almost an interception. The defense is playing. They're not going to get every one of them, but the defense is playing. Yo, he gets that ball. That's a pick six, brethren. We need a new quarterback. I'm telling you. If we want a chance to win, we need a new quarterback. Defense is playing. Them boys is balling. Them boys is balling tonight. Defense is playing. I'm with it. I'm with it on the defense. The defense came to play just like they came to play last game. And the score right now is just the score is just one score. They're not blowing us out. Remember Oregon? Oregon came and they had their way with us. These are not the Oregon days or the USC days. Okay. Now our defense is playing and it's only 7-3. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we need the offense because before it was the other way around. It was the offense giving us scores, but the defense could not get any stops. Now we flipped it again. Now the offense can't find nothing. Shedeur's hurt. His pass motion is off. If you're looking at it, Shedeur's pass motion is off. So what are we going to do? You got to trust the other young man. You got to. Shedeur's not the only one on this team. Let's go to another quarterback that's fresh. At least can throw the ball because he's hanging the ball. He's going to get somebody hurt. He's going to get a wide receiver hurt. I'm telling you, when you hang the ball, it's never a good thing for the wide receivers. Never. How they bring him down at least? We almost had to stop. Whew. We got there. The defense got there. I don't know how he got it off. Oh, man. I don't know how he got it off, but the defense was there. Like I said, some of those are going to happen. A minute 40 to go. A minute about 32 seconds to go. Y'all need to check that play to see if that ball didn't drop. Check that pass again. All right, he got it. Cooper with the tackle. The defense is playing tonight. I'm excited for the defense. Incomplete pass. About a minute left to go in the first half, in the second quarter. 7-3. This is Oregon State. This is Oregon State. Ranked team. Supposed to be blowing us away. They're not. Defense is playing. These Louis boys can play. So now we just need the offense to just get it going. But Shedeur is not going to be the one to do it. We need to rest Shedeur and bring in some other guys and let's go run heavy. Throw it every now and then. Flip it around, run the ball heavy, and then throw only when we need to. Yes, bring him down, bring him down. Got him. Is that Bentley? Bentley. Levante Bentley, the Q, throwing up Q signs. Under a minute to go, 3rd and long. Levante Bentley with the sack. Got in there, didn't let him go this time. Let's go, Bentley. Yes, sir. Bentley get a few more of those. That's an old head. Bentley's a grad student. Bentley get a few more of those, and he's going to the NFL. You keep playing, Bentley. You keep playing. Coach Prime's going to find you an NFL team. At least get you on the practice team, and then you can go show off for yourself. All right? You just keep doing those. Defense is playing now. So the defense is playing. It's 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14, the defense is playing. So now we need the offense to just get up and let's go. We can win this game. Am I committing to the win yet? No, but we can win this game. I have some criteria for us to win. We got to run the ball. Incomplete pass is going to be 4th, 4 and 14. I don't think that they're not in field goal range. They're going to have to punt it. They got to go for it. You got to go for it. You go for it. Well, I mean, you ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do, you got to go for it in that situation. You get lucky, you get a field goal. I mean, you get lucky, you get a first down. You can continue playing. And if you go, oh, they're gonna kick it. That boy got hurt. How you slipping and getting hurt, Bridget? How y'all doing tonight, guys? Slab Happy, how you doing? Epic, how you doing? D Sweat, how you doing? I said D Sweat. D Sweat, how you doing? James Borders, how you doing? Derek Scott, what's up with you? How y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm streaming from a different state tonight. I had to travel for a wedding. You know what I'm saying? The first half of the wedding is already over. That's why I'm wearing a different type of setup right now. Tomorrow's the wedding. But I'm streaming from a different setup. So, you know what I'm saying? But I had to come on here because the game, I'm counting the runs tonight. I'm going to count the runs. They're running a lot more tonight and it's working. The run is working, guys. Shedeur is hurt. Unless the coaches are blind and they just don't trust anybody else, I'm going to say it on this stream early. Shedeur's hurt. We need to take Shedeur out the game because he's now a liability for us. Shedeur is a liability for this team right now. That's on coaching. Y'all heard it from me. That's on Coach Prime. Shedeur's hurt. His passing motion, he's wheezing. The way that you have to take a breath and go up, he can't do the things that he normally does. Shedeur's hurt, bruh. Shedeur is making simple mistakes that he would not make on just simple passes. Why are we keeping Shedeur in the game? Take Shedeur out the game. It's a liability. He's a liability because he's hurt. He's hurt. Shedeur is hurt. And then we pass, and then we run the ball. And then we run the ball. And then you run the ball. That's not how you see what's happening? You put the runners in a position not to win. Look at this. That's on first down, you do that. You run the football on first down. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're in the end zone. You run the ball out the end zone. You know that. 3 and out. We out. 3 and out. Fourth and 10. Shedeur's hurt. It's obvious Shedeur is hurt, but they're not taking Shedeur out the game because he's our savior. He's the only person on this team. I don't know why. That's not good. That's not good. On any other team, when your quarterback is hurt, you take him out. You got backups. Let the quarterback get a rest. Just tackle him, please. For the love of football, just tackle him. Let's go to the daggone locker room. We beat ourselves. Now we're going to give him a field goal. We could not take 58 seconds off the clock. That's coaching, bro. You run the ball and then just go to the locker room. First down. Y'all tell me that's not coaching. Let's just be frank. Y'all tell me this is not coaching. You can go to the locker room, run the ball, and then just go to the locker room. Instead, with 1 minute, within the whole 1 minute situation, you give them the ball back for them to either kick a field goal or get a touchdown. Y'all tell me that's not coaching. Olive Vider, that's coaching. You run the ball. If you're not successful, at least you just go to the locker room. Halftime. That's all you got to do. This coaching. That's simple coaching. What are we doing? We don't know clock control. We can't control the clock just to get out of here. We run the ball. Wilkinson, run the ball. Sivian, run the ball. What are we doing? I'm counting those things tonight on this stream. I'm telling you, there should not be a reason why this team should be in position to score right now. There's no reason. You run the ball, and if you're not successful, at least you can just kick it away. But control the clock with the run. Touchdown. One play touchdown. You see this? One play touchdown. Now they're going to go into the locker room up 14-3. It's just 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. This is pitiful. 1 minute. We could not take 1 minute off the clock to go to the locker room. Just 1 minute, we got to take off that clock and go to the locker room. We give them the ball back to get a touchdown. I don't care how much you love Coach Prime. That's coaching, guys. That's coaching. 1 minute to go to the locker room. What were we doing? Now we're yelling at the kids. Now we're yelling at the young men. That's what I'm saying. You run the clock out by running the ball. It's only 1 minute left. You run the clock out, go to the locker room, come back, you get the ball back. Now you give them 7 points. What are we doing? Now we're yelling at the young men. You cannot do that. This is not yell at the young men time. You got to put the players you got in a better position to be successful. You got 1 minute, guys. I keep saying it. You got 1 minute. What are we doing? How can we not take 1 minute off the clock? Run the ball 3 times. You're not successful. At least the clock is running out. You go to the locker room. You try. You run the ball 3 times. You don't try to throw with Shedeur. Shedeur can barely throw. 2 passes, no good. And then you try to run it, and then you kick it. KC77, what up? Bruh, down the ball, let's go to the locker room. Please. Down the ball, let's go to the locker room. I cannot believe you gave them 7 points. You gave them 7 points, and then Shedeur's still in the game. It's 10 seconds left. Put in a different quarterback, down the ball, let's go to the locker room. What kind of sequence was that, bruh? Why is Shedeur taking the knee? How are we going to the locker room and we just gave them 7 points for nothing? We got 1 minute, bruh. You run the ball 3 times. This is simple coaching. You run the ball 3 times. If you're unsuccessful, at least what just happened, you ran the clock out. You're going to go to the locker room, come back, and you're going to get the ball back. That's how this works. Yes, coach. What? You got to coach better, bro. You got to coach better. What are we doing? How are we not running the ball? We're in the end zone. You run the ball out of the end zone. You try to get a few yardage, and then you run the clock out. If you're not successful with the run, let me tell you something, guys. The way football works, you got 1 minute, right? This is your perfect opportunity to really work your run. Okay? You have the perfect opportunity to work your run. You're like, oh, we get a perfect. It's 1 minute left. We're probably not going to score. So guess what? We're going to run the ball 3 times just to work our run game. You see what I'm saying? We get 3 opportunities to run the ball. That's awesome. Let's run the ball 3 times. Okay? And if we're not good, if we're not successful, it's only 1 minute. It's only 1 minute. We're going to get the ball back soon. We get the ball back right after the halftime. We get the ball back. So you let Shedeur throw the ball. The pass is dropped. And then you come back, you pass again. Jimmy Horn drops the ball. And then you run. Yo, that's not how this works. Big Dog G, what up with you? I'm telling y'all guys, I'm watching for a lot of things tonight. All right? I'm watching for a lot of things tonight. All right? Bold C, the O-line. If you're not seeing that it's not the O-line right at this point, then I can't help you. Call it the O-line. You're right. The O-line is doo-doo. Then that's the conversation you want to have, Bold. I'm okay. That's on you. I'll leave it alone. That's it for you. You think it's the O-line. It's not the O-line that just threw the ball with 50 seconds, 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago, you throw the ball. That's the O-line. You're going to blame the O-line for 1 minute ago. Shedeur is hurt. We're blaming the O-line for Shedeur being hurt, and he's hanging the ball to Travis Hunter, who had 2 steps. I think it was either 2 steps, 2.5 steps, or 3 steps on his man. And he's looking for the ball. Usually, what Shedeur would do, that pass would be like this. Travis Hunter would be stretching for the pass, and it would probably land in his hands, and he's walking into the end zone. That's what would happen with a healthy Shedeur. I don't know if you guys do not understand this, but we're making this, we as BWBs, we're making this really harder than it has to be. The O-line is blocked. They ran 2 really successful runs. We run away from the run again. At this point, if y'all don't see it, I can't help y'all. I'm sorry. If you do not see it at this point, it's coaching. Okay? It's coaching. If you don't see it at this point, then I can't help you, brethren. Okay? My guys, I can't help y'all. Okay? Like, come on, man. Come on. We gave them 7 points. Now we got to come back and fight for those 7 points back. That's the O-line. Y'all want to blame the O-line for that sequence of things that just happened. That's the O-line. Who am I talking to? Is there anybody that knows football here that can talk to me? I mean, because I don't know. Like, what are we talking about? You're saying, oh, the O-line is trash. Bold, it's not the O-line. Thanks for the super chat, but it's not the O-line. It's not the O-line. Let me see y'all. Let me see y'all criticize the coaching. Let me see y'all criticize coaching for once. For the love of football, let me see y'all criticize coaching. I mean, it's glaring. It's glaring at this point. And I'm not trying to say blame Coach Prime. I'm trying to say, where is the offensive coordinator at? Where are they at? They switch you on so you can come and change up the scheme, or at least mix it up. Be creative. You're coming on here doing exactly the same thing that Sean Lewis is doing. At least I would rather have Sean Lewis doing what he does. Sean Lewis is better at this than you. No doubt Sean Lewis is better at this. Why are we putting this guy in to do a bunch of short passes, get 3 and 2, and then we kick it on the 50-yard line? Why are we not going for it on short down? Even if Shedeur can just throw it out of bounds, they're on the 50, and our defense is playing well. Bro, we're talking football. Y'all think football's supposed to be complicated? Football's not supposed to be complicated. I'm telling y'all. I can explain this game for you. I'm telling you how this game, how Colorado's staff, I mean, they're players. Colorado can be very successful, more successful than we are this year with the players that we have this year. I'm telling you, the coaches are failing them. Y'all don't want to say it, but blame whoever you want to blame, everybody else. The issues are glaring now. The issues are glaring now. Here it is with less than 1 minute to go. We gave them 7 points. We don't know how to control the clock for less than 1 minute to go. We give them the ball back. How do you give somebody the ball back with less than 1 minute to go? This is the time for you to run. This is your opportunity to say, let me try my running backs. Dylan Edwards is fast. He can break one for 75 yards like he did at TCU. You run the ball at that point. You get the opportunity. They gave you free 1 minute. They gave you free 60 seconds to run the ball. You run it 3 times and test your running backs. Let's test our run. Test my gangster. Let's test our run and see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's 3 times you ran the ball. If it doesn't work, the clock is over. The game is over. We go into the locker room. Perfect opportunity. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. I'm telling you. Point the blame on everybody else except where the blame really need to be at. Point the blame. I'm trying to tell y'all football. Y'all going to hate me. I'm trying to tell y'all football. How Shedeur is hurt, but we rather have a hurt Shedeur than a fresh quarterback that is capable of handing the ball off. If Shedeur's hurt, let's go to the locker room and let's work on Shedeur. I'm telling y'all the formula. That's why I came on here to watch the game with y'all, because I want to tell y'all the formula. Because come the week, we're all going to be talking again. Okay? We're all going to be talking again. I want to have points of reference to talk about, because here now we get to count the plays. Every single play, we get to analyze the plays live. Why it's happening. We can analyze the play, and I can talk to y'all about the play. Every single play, I can analyze it and tell you what's going on, what's going wrong. So when I talk during the week, Y'all going to say, Harry, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You never played the game before. You do not know the game. Coach Prime knows way better than you. The coaches are way better than you. You're going to say all of that to me. But at least here, when I'm analyzing, I'm telling you in real time what's happening. You now have a point of reference for me and you to talk. So that when we're in the comments, I can tell you, go back and watch the stream. And I told you what's happening. They give you 1 minute to go. What do we need to lose? What do we have to lose, or what do we have to gain? Like, there's nothing. You're in your own res. You're in your own end zone. You have to go to 100 yards. You have to go 100 yards, and you're throwing 2-yard passes to go 100 yards. You're trying to score. Test your running backs. This is a free opportunity. It's like this. I'll tell y'all this. Whenever the quarterback says hike, and right away we get a flag, they call it a free play. Right, guys? Let's not stop calling people stupid. Ain't nobody stupid over here. So calm down with the talk. Come on, man. Chill out. So when you get a free play, you do whatever you want to do with the free play. It's a free play. We got 1 minute to go to the locker room. 1 minute. The sideline reporter asked Coach Prime one question. What was going on with your decision to throw the ball with 1 minute to go? And you're in your own end zone. Why are we throwing the ball? You run it 3 times. He took responsibility, which is the right thing to do. You said that's my fault. Thank you, Coach, for taking the responsibility for that. But Coach, don't come out and then do the same thing again. We going to the locker room 14-3 instead of 7-3. That is amazing, bro. It's amazing to be going to the locker room at halftime 14-3. And they're scored with seconds on the clock. Nah, bro. I'm not biting. Rodney, it's not the O-line. Stop it. It's not the O-line. Break this stuff down. There was one play where Shedeur held the ball. Is running around while the O-line is trying their best. You got big guys on the line. They're not the swiftest people. I don't know how else to tell you, bro. You got big guys. They're doing their best to hold while these swifty backs are coming, okay? And they're trying to get at you. Shedeur's back there. They're trying their best to hold. And Shedeur's holding the ball forever. I'm telling you, Shedeur, you're right. Shedeur is holding the ball. Like, Shedeur is holding the ball. Where did I put that scoreboard play? Didn't I just put the play up? I mean, the score up? Here we go. We're going to the locker room 14-3. Y'all don't want to be real. I mean, if y'all just want to be some of those people who just blindly follow people without, y'all don't want nobody to talk nothing real with y'all. Like, I thought can we get some real people and just talk real? Like, what is for real? I understand that we're not all football people, but I'm trying my best to explain to you guys who are not football people how football works. I'm trying to tell y'all, You can blame one person all you want to blame one person, but football is not played by one side, by one person. You can blame the O-line all you want, but but the coaches are responsible for putting the O-line in position to be successful. That's what y'all not seeing. That's the element that y'all are missing. You're not missing you're missing the part where the O-line, the play call can help the O-line to play to their strengths. Shedeur is hurt right now. Shedeur had an opportunity to catch Travis Hunter for a touchdown. He hung the ball. Did you see that play? Did y'all see that play when Shedeur was when they're blocked effectively for Shedeur, but he hung the ball? Shedeur, his passing motion is not correct right now because he's hurt. It's obvious. He's limping. He's wheezing on the sideline. He can barely walk. But we're keeping Shedeur because we trust nobody else on that team. Why bring another quarterback and get these young men to practice and keep on them? Say, go watch film. The way you practice, we're going to play you. But then when somebody like Shedeur gets hurt, you don't trust them to put him in the game. Shedeur's hurt. Why are we keeping Shedeur in the game? Do y'all want to hear that, or y'all don't want to hear that from me? Because the national media is going to talk about it. The talking heads that are on television, y'all Skip Baylesses and everybody, the people from Speak, they're going to talk about it. Come the week when we're talking about, oh, this is why they're lost, they're going to be saying, well, Shedeur's passing motion was obvious that he could barely breathe enough to throw that ball. We at TCU, Shedeur throws that ball ahead, and Travis Hunter runs into the end zone. He can't hardly do that right now, but we're keeping him in the game because he's the only person that can pass the ball or at least play quarterback on this team. Why are we doing that? I have no idea. I don't know. Sally, oh, you spell your name like Sally Mae. You scared me. Like, wait, how did you find me? Sally Mae, how did you find me? I came all the way to YouTube to hide, and you found me still, Sally Mae. Oh man, I gotta. Tonight, Sally Morrow, what's up with you? Cher Neal, what up with you? Virtual CEO, how you doing? Bode, I love this game, Harry. I've played it, coached, and have some mileage, but you're right. They need to get Shedeur out, period. I mean, come on. Bode, you've been around for a minute. You've been here with me for a minute. You know I won't lead you wrong, man. You know I'm not going to lead you wrong, Bode. Come on now. I'm only going to criticize when it's warranted. I'm not just going to be criticizing people just because I want to be a detractor or I want more detractors to give me high fives. I'm not here for that. Shedeur can barely run, bro. He can barely walk. Shedeur can Patrick Williams said, yes, I want to hear. What you want to hear? Shedeur can barely walk, and that dude is in the game. If that's not irresponsible, I don't know what is. Like, I don't know what. If you don't take Shedeur out, we don't have a chance in this game. I don't know. We don't have a chance in this game. Y'all want to know the who's his backup? Let me pull that up for y'all. Let's go to the roster. Let's go to sports. We go to football. Let's go to roster. And thank God they have the option for us to actually football roster. Let's go. Okay, so the roster doesn't want to come up. I don't know why. Football. Oh, come on. Sports, football. Okay, now it wants to play with me. It keeps jumping. Let's go to roster. All right. We're gonna go to let's go to position. Position, go. Let's go to grid. Now let's go to cards. Bada boom. Position. Do we get the quarterbacks? Linebacker. Let me get to the QBs and I'll tell y'all.
Are you watching the game?
Yes, buddy, I'm watching the game.
Me too. I'm watching the game too.
Oh, you watching the game too?
Wait, is it on right now? Because if I still have the commercial.
Yeah, they're on commercial right now.
Oh, there's halftime?
Huh?
You're on halftime right now?
Yeah, they're on halftime. I'd rather Sean Lewis come back. We got Ryan Stubb. We got Gavin Cook. All right. We got Kason Weissman. We have Colton Allen. And then we got Shedeur Sanders. All right. The game is back, but here we go. Here you go, guys. We got this guy right here. We got Colton Allen. We got Kason Weissman, quarterback. We got Ryan Stubb. He's 6'1". We got Gavin Cook. He's 6'6". He's a junior, 215 pounds. All right. Kason Weissman is 6'2". We got a couple of people that are actually taller than Shedeur. Now, can they throw? I don't know. But that's not the point here. Handoff. We handed the ball off and it worked again. The run is effective. Y'all gotta stop. I'm about to slap one of y'all. I'm gonna slap someone. One of y'all gonna get slapped. Like, I'm gonna give you a back Liberian African backhand. Okay? I'm gonna give you the backhand. The run is working. Run it again. You see that? The run worked. He got 8 yards on the run. Every time they run the ball, it works, bro. Where we at? What are y'all talking about? You're saying what you're evaluating is the pass blocking. You're not evaluating run blocking. Every time they ran the ball, it's working. You see what I'm saying? They're biting for the run. The run is working. Run the ball and watch what happens. When you run when they ran the ball, it worked. That was your trash offensive line that cannot block for the run. That was them. They got 8 yards. Y'all don't know what you're talking about, man. Stop playing with me. Maybe they gave him a shot. It looks like they gave Shedeur a shot in the locker room because now he's actually zipping the ball. I don't know what happened, but he's zipping the ball. He's zipping the ball now. So they gave him a shot. They gave him some type of energy shot, whatever they gave him. He's now throwing again. I don't know what happened. Something happened, thank God. They went away from the run. They went away from the run. They went away from the run again. So you see the bruh, run the ball. The run worked. And then they go totally away from the run. The run time, it works, and then they go totally away from the run. The run works. Handoff, 2 yards. Two yards. You see what I'm saying? Like the run is working. You're gonna get 2 yards. You keep working on the runs, and then it's gonna pick up. I'm trying to tell you, the run is working. Run it again. Just run it again. Just run. It was 3rd and 12. We passed it for 2 yards. We passed it for 2 yards. You're stepping back 20 something. You're stepping back like 15 or 20 yards to pass it forward for 2 yards. The running back can do that. The running back can give you 2 yards. If that's what we're doing, the running back can give you 2 yards. If that's the play call, you don't need to go back 20 yards to get 2 yards. What are we doing? I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all want to say that the O-line is trash, the O-line is trash? Shedeur does not need to go all the way back for 20 yards to just throw for 2 yards. If you hand the ball off, it's a short, he's in the pocket. Hand the ball off, you get an opportunity to even go for more than 2 yards. We're going back 20 yards to get 2 yards. And you're saying it's the O-line. The O-line just blocked for him to be able to throw for 2 yards. That was the O-line. That's your trash O-line. They're trying their best. They're working. But the play calling, it's not working. So what are we talking about? Are we talking football or are we talking emotions? Because it's another thing. If y'all want emotions, I can give y'all emotions. I can praise Deion Sanders all day. I can praise the coaching staff all day. I can say, yeah, let's go, Deion. He's one of the best. I can do that all day. If y'all want just emotions, y'all don't want football talk, because you're watching football. So it's going to come a time where somebody has to tell you how football is working or how football is not working. That's what we're doing. But at least I get to do it with you while the game is going on, so you can at least have that in your mind, so that when things are working out, or so that when we start talking during the week, y'all would know what's going on. Keisha, can I get the chapstick, the chapstick? My lips is chapped. But I'm doing it live so y'all can see. I'm doing this live so y'all can see. It's just, we can talk emotions because, okay, you're here for Coach Prime. Let's say you have not watched a lick of football in your life. Oh, excuse me. Let me analyze something for y'all. Shedeur can scramble when he needs to scramble. He can run when he needs to run. There has been at least 3 times right now in this game that Shedeur could have just ran for the first down. He decided not to go for the run. He ran backwards, or he stayed. He's like, he's afraid that he's going to get hit. Whenever a quarterback starts to be afraid and they start second guessing their own self, that means that they're hurt. Okay? He's hurt. And somebody coming from out of nowhere to put a licking on him, he's too scared to allow that to happen. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Shedeur's second guess. When did you ever realize Shedeur? Babe, can I get your computer thing? Because I don't want this thing to die, because I realize I don't have a charger here. When did y'all realize that Shedeur started to second guess himself? Shedeur doesn't second guess himself. Shedeur never second guesses himself. This is the same Shedeur that we're talking about when he got pissed off in one of those games. He tried to run over the daggone defender. He tried to run him over because his other guys were not running nobody over. Now he's playing scared. And if you don't think that he's doing that, he's playing scared. See, they're going to keep working their runs. Watch them. They're going to keep working their run until, because you keep in mind our defense was stopping their run for the most part. But they're going to keep running. They're going to keep running. And before you know it, they're going to expose us. Slap Happy said, I'm 58 and a fan since 1974, bro, of college football. Slap love to tell his age, boy. Slap was like, I've been watching since you guys was a pub. Where's Shallow with the pick 6? Where's Cormani? Good luck. Cormani doesn't want to watch tape. Oregon is running. Oregon State is running. The thing is, they're going to keep working their run. That's the one thing I want you to realize. They're going to keep working their run, and every now and then it's going to break one. But we work the run. We do the run. It works, and then we go away from it. We pass. Thank you, thank you, Slap. I appreciate you. They're running. You see these guys running. After, like, they may pass 1 or 2 times, but then they'll run like 2 times. Okay? I'm telling you. It's just how you play football. It's how you play winning. If you want to win, then you know what you got to do to win. You got to run the ball. It's 2nd and 20. Yo, I'm telling y'all, like, the formula is there. It's only 14 and 3. We gave them 7 easy points. All right, but we can get those back. First down, baby. First down on the 30. They're on the 44-yard line. Yes, sir. See, they're running. They're running the ball. They're going to keep working the run. I'm telling you, it's easy football. They're going to eat. Those running backs are going to eat all night. Just keep watching. Those running backs are going to eat. That's what I'm telling you. The defense was blocking it in the first half. We're in the second half now. That's why I said you establish the run in the first. Then in the second half, guess what? It starts to open up. What is the difference? What's the difference? You keep working it, and then it opens up in the second half. And I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think it's crazy. Oh, the O-line sucks. No. It's not about just the O-line is terrible. Run the ball. You will see what'll happen. Now it's opening up. Now our defense is they don't know what to do no more. We do what they're doing. Just follow their game plan. Forget about our game plan. Follow their game plan. Whatever they're doing, let's do it. They ran twice. They're running the ball more than they're passing. Run again. Run again. Look at that. They've ran 3 times. Now the run is working, and they're barely passing anymore. You can take off that black charger. There's nothing connected to it, right? Yeah, take that black one off. Yo, Matt, what up with you, man? They're really starting to take over because they're running heavy now. Look at the run. Just follow their lead. T, what up, T? You see how heavy they're running? Look at them. Another run. Another run. And you know what DJ can throw, right? He threw one bomb down the field. And guess what? After that one bomb, they've ran 4 times straight. They didn't even pass once. Stop, Micah. Micah, stop. Don't interrupt me. Listen, I'm trying to tell you what you need. Let's see if it's charging. It's not charging. Another handoff. They ran again. And guess what? They lost yards. Colorado got them. That's our defense. You see what I'm saying? They lost yards, but guess what? That's not going to discourage them from running. That's not going to discourage them from running. Now the running play, they ran the ball in the first half. Now it's working. They made adjustments to our defense, stopping them. The defense was stopping the pass. Now they're running. They're like, oh, wait, they're stopping the pass. Let's run on them. They ran like 4 or 5 times straight without passing one time. And guess what? That was after DJ Uiagalelei. You know what I'm saying? That's after he threw a bomb down the field. It's not charging. Switch the thing. This thing is not even clicking in though. Is that the right charger? DJ Uiagalelei, whatever his name is, he threw a bomb down the field. If that was us, we're like, oh, we got another bomb. Let's go right back to another bomb. No, they ran the ball 4 times, 5 times after that. After their bomb. It might last. Another handoff. Huh? No. Don't mess with anything over here. It's okay. If it starts going off, it'll go off. We stopped the run, right? We stopped the run, but guess what? We stopped the run back then. They didn't get spooked. They ran again. We get spooked, and we're not going to run the ball again. You know how much time is taken off the clock since the third quarter started? When you run the ball, that's how much time you take off. That's what we should be doing. Game management. A design run. They're going to score. It's a run play. That was a design run. They're running the ball. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Football ain't got to be that. It's not got to be rocket science. You see what he just did? He went like this, waiting for the defense to bite. When they bit, he just ran forward. It's simple. I'm telling you. He's not even turning around to see where the ball is at. He could have. That's an interception if you turn around. It's right on your back. The ball is on your back, bro. Turn around. Let me put that up, Matt. Matt says, I would say we have blamed the O-line so much that we don't even think about running the ball. I don't think we've ran the ball 2 consecutive plays all season. We haven't, Matt. Matt, we haven't. This team, they throw a big bomb down the field, and then they run the ball 5 times after that. I'm telling y'all in real time, 5 times after that. And they run the ball. He's in the end zone. That's touchdown. Touchdown. I want you to remember, we lose this game, it's because we didn't run the ball. I'm telling you, we didn't on this drive. This last drive right here, okay, right now it's about to be 21-3. This last drive, they ran the ball more than 5 times. They just ran the ball into the end zone. They ran the ball more than 5 times. I think they threw the ball either 2 or 3 times. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oregon ran the ball back-to-back 5 times. They made positive yards until they lost a yard. And they didn't care that they lost a yard because they were making positive yards. And they're going to go right back to the run. They chewed up 7 minutes of clock running the ball. 7 minutes on that drive running the ball, guys. For the most part. 7 minutes. We couldn't do 1 minute. We couldn't take 1 minute off the clock. We gave them the ball back, they scored. 7 minutes, and they were running. We ran the ball and got 8 yards, guys. We ran the ball and got 8 yards, and guess what? We never ran it again. Every time we run the ball and it's successful, we go away from the run right away and go right back to throwing. That worked at Jackson State, not here. We can score? What happened? We got 2 points on that. Colorado, instead of them going for 1, they went for a 2-point conversion. They lost the ball. We got it. We got the ball back and scored and ran it back. And ran it back for a 2-point conversion for us. Now we got 5. Hey, if our defense can just score, then we can win the game. Forget the offense because we don't got the offense right now. It's going to be like, all right, so they're telling me, the production room is telling me, my producers are telling me to lower my voice. I'm too hyped. Oh, Lord. All right, so now it's 5-20. I wanted to do this live today, even though I'm out of town. I wanted to come on. Like, we rushed back from the event that we was at. We rushed back because I wanted to do this so I can show y'all what's happening. All right? I wanted to show y'all what's happening. Like, bruh, it's hard when I do a video and everybody's like, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know football. Dion is a Hall of Fame. And who are you? You're just on YouTube. I wanted to talk to you today for this game because you got to keep in mind, we just broke the internet again with changing the coach with 4 games left. I'd rather Sean Lewis in this situation. I want Sean Lewis back. Are you kidding me? Sean Lewis would have lit it up at least. I'd rather have Sean Lewis in this situation. Because why do I need another play caller to come and do the same thing that Sean Lewis was doing if they're going to do the same thing? I don't see why. What are we seeing different for us to be able to shame Sean Lewis like that? Because it's a big shame. This is a big fan base now. This ain't no small fan base. You don't put a guy on blast like that. Essentially, what you're doing is you're blaming him for all of our offensive woes. Because if you make a change like that, if you demote a guy like that, or not a demotion, but if you switch a guy like that in the middle with 4 games left to go, you're essentially saying you're the problem. And the fan base have been saying the OC's trash, the offensive line is trash. So now you make that change, you put him on blast. For all of us to be making videos and talking about Sean Lewis, for him to kind of go in hiding, like, I don't care if he's a strong man or not. Like, nobody can feel like that. Nobody's gonna feel good with that kind of situation. In that kind of situation, you're essentially putting him on blast. But in this situation, I feel like I want Sean Lewis back. I don't know who's calling the plays right now. Is it Schumer? I want Sean Lewis back. It's 20-5. This game is not away yet. But look, the offense, I'm counting runs tonight. Okay? I'm counting runs tonight. I want us to run the ball. Run it 4 times. Even on 4th down, run it. We need to run the ball. Y'all, I'm telling you, and I'm showing you, I'm counting only runs tonight. Maybe not only runs, but I'm counting runs tonight. Okay? The Beavers ran the ball on us. They figured they're stopping the pass. So let's run it on them. That's the adjustment. That's what you call an adjustment, guys. That's what you call an adjustment. My microphone is right here. It's called an adjustment. We haven't adjusted nothing, and they did. CJ said, have you played football ever in life? Are you talking to me? Sacked again. Sacked because we're passing. CJ, are you talking to me, Harry B? Say yes, you're talking to me, Harry B. And then I'll answer you. Because sometimes people are talking to other people in the comments, and then I jump in and say I wasn't talking to you. CJ, are you talking to me? CJ, are you talking to me, CJ? Have you played football ever in life? CJ, are you talking to me? No, man, I want him to answer the question. Let me see if he played. Let me see if he's talking to me. Because if you don't know football, if you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you, I'm showing you on the Beaver side what they're doing. Sacked again because they're not going to run the ball. Another pass. Sacked again. Another pass coming. Sacked again. Another pass. He's hit again. He's hurt. He's hurt. He can't get up. Shedeur's hurt. Is he out the game? Oh, we're kicking the ball. It's 4th and 15. Pass, kick. We came out and we passed the ball, and they now run one time on this drive. Shedeur's hurt. We passed the ball. Shedeur got sacked several times. He got rushed. He couldn't pass the ball. We didn't run the ball not one time. This is not, it's not going to work, bro. Y'all, I'm going to show y'all again what the Beavers do. I bet you the first play the Beavers are going to do, it's probably going to be a run play because the run is working for the Beavers now. They're figured out that we can stop the pass, but we are having trouble in the middle if they run the ball. Okay? So they're running the ball effectively now because they established the run in the second quarter. Now they know their OC knows the pockets on where they can run. So they're calling effective plays to run the ball. It's not like their running backs are so much better than ours. They're not. You see what I'm saying? They just know how to game call. They just know how to game call. That's what they're doing. They're calling the game based upon what the defense is giving them. That's what you do because our defense in the first quarter, in the first excuse me, in the first half was stopping them. They came to play. So what's happening now? The adjustment comes. That's why I tell y'all, the adjustment is in. And now they're winning. They're running the ball more than they're passing the ball. That's football. And you ain't got to play not a lick of football to know that, to see that for yourself. And if you didn't know how to pick that out, then forget about the fact that I played football before and just know that I know how to analyze the game. Trust that. I know how to analyze this game. We have no adjustments. We came in the second half and we have not made any adjustments. We haven't ran the ball yet. We haven't ran the ball in the second half. Y'all keep that in mind. We have not ran the ball the entire second half. You said they have the lead, so why pass the ball? They weren't leading like that while they were running the ball. Don't even say that. What do you mean? They didn't. They were running the ball when they were when the score was one score. They've been running the ball. Have you not seen it? Look at 69. You see all of those backs coming at them, and six. All right, Shedeur's going to the locker room now. Shedeur's out. Shedeur's out. Maybe we get a new quarterback now, and now they have to run because they're not gonna trust nobody else to throw. All right, so now we get a new quarterback, hopefully, on this next drive, and they're gonna run. They have to run. They do not trust anybody else to throw that ball. It's 20-5. Number 16 is warming up. Who's number 16? Number 16 is who? That's Ryan Stubb. Ryan Stubb is warming up. Ryan Stubb is warming up. He's a true freshman. Ryan Stubb is warming up. But now they got to bring it. Now they got to run the ball. Ryan Stubb is not the best passer that they have. Shedeur is. So now how are they going to utilize Ryan Stubb? How are they going to utilize him? They have to run. So listen, when they run the ball, they've ran the ball successfully tonight. I want to tell you guys, they've ran the ball successfully tonight. If you got to understand that they ran the ball successfully tonight. You work what's working. You continue doing what's working. So I don't understand. Like, if it's working, you continue to pound what's working. Shedeur's finally out. I've been saying we kept him in too long. That's coaching decisions. That is coaching decisions. We kept Shedeur in too long. And now, what is it? Third quarter, and is it fourth quarter or third quarter? Like, we kept Shedeur in too long. We didn't give out, it's the third quarter, 1 minute, like a minute and a half left. We kept him in too long. He was a liability, and I said it. I told you Shedeur was a liability. When the quarterback is hurt and he can no longer throw the way he needs to throw, he's a liability. He becomes a liability for you because now he can't do the things that he can do for you, and you can't rely on those things. So what he's going to be doing? He's going to be getting sacked more because he can't scramble. He's not going to be able to throw the ball because his throwing motion is out because he's hurt so much that his throwing motion is out. So he becomes a liability. So now you just have a quarterback in just because he did something good for you some past time, and you're just having a liability on you. It's not good decision. It's not good coaching. I know his name is Sanders, but that's not for the team. Like, that's not good coaching. You don't keep a liability in the game. Now they're just doing whatever they want to do now. So now what you're seeing is the morale for the defense is now gone. You see what I'm saying? That's why you gotta do the run. You gotta crush them. Every time you run the ball, you get 15 yards, you get 10 yards. Even if you lose yards, you're crushing the morale of that other team. And now their morale is done. Now they're just kind of like the same amp that they had in the beginning of the game when they were really like, when they were giving the business to their offense. They don't have that same morale. Now Shedeur got another shot. He's back. They're going to play him again. Don't do it, man. Oh, gosh. There is no confidence on the defense now. Their morale is down. They're getting outplayed, but I'm actively explaining why they're getting outplayed, so that y'all understand. It's not just that's why it's like saying, oh, they're trash without understanding why they're being trash. I'm explaining it. That's why I wanted to come on here tonight, even though I'm out of town. I wanted to come on here tonight so I can explain it, because you have to understand why some of these things are happening, because you can't just be throwing words around. They're getting outplayed. Yeah, but why are they getting outplayed? Why exactly are they getting outplayed? You throw the words out and then you run, CJ. You can't just throw the words out and say they got outplayed. How did they get outplayed? Oregon State ran the ball several times. They worked the run. And then second half, the run opened up. Okay? They ran the ball in the third quarter way more than they threw the ball. But I want to say this. Colorado still refuses to run the ball. That's the narrative. They're refusing to run the ball. I don't mean every now and then they're going to run the ball just to say, well, we ran the ball. But because guess what? When you analyze the game, guess what's going to happen? When you go to the press conference, the people who are the analyzers, they're going to look at it and say, the run was successful tonight. So why did y'all keep doing it? What's going to be the answer? The run was successful tonight. The average on the carries was positive tonight. So why is it that we're not running the ball when we're successful when we tried to run? I had to do this live because of that. Because y'all going to come this week and say the O-line is trash. And I'm going to say, well, they didn't run the ball. And y'all going to say, well, because they're trash. And then I'm going to say, no, the run was successful. The run, every time we ran the ball, we had success running the ball. I think they're putting Shedeur back in. I think they're drugging him. I think they go to the locker room, drug him, and then he catches his breath, and then he comes back. That's irresponsible. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's mad irresponsible. You can't be that desperate. I mean, come on, bro. That's irresponsible coaching. You can't be that desperate. Like, he's not the only quarterback. If you really trust in your play calling, if you really trust in your ability to coach, you would not put Shedeur back in the game. You're compensating. So you can't just take a bunch of good players and just play them and say, oh, I'm going to win. No, you should be able to take average players and make something happen. I'm going to say that again. You can't just say, I'm going to put all my good players in and let them run. Give me 1,000 Travis Hunters. Get me 1,000 Shedeurs. That's not how this works. You're going to have to work with the average players you got on football to make it work. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get one Shedeur, you're gonna get one Travis Hunter, maybe a Jimmy Horn, or so and so. You know, you're gonna get a sprinkle of good players, and then the rest of them are gonna be average players, and you have to coach those average players. You can't depend on, let me go get a bunch of Travises, let me go get a bunch of Shedeur's. Let me go get a bunch of Jimmy Horns, and then we're just gonna run it. It's not gonna work here. It worked at Jackson State. It doesn't. It's not gonna work here. They're gonna do what you're doing too. They're running the ball in the red zone. Keep in mind, everything that Coach Prime wants to do to acquire players, the other teams are going to do it even more. We're not even number one right now in recruiting. We're not. I think we're like 60-something in recruiting. So whatever you think you're about to do, other teams are doing the same thing. So there was a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? There was a little bit of unbalance in the FCS with Jackson State. But over here with FBS, FBS, they're gonna recruit just like you. You're not the only one. It's 4th down in the goal. The goal. 4th and goal. We're going to get a field goal now. "15 rushes for 12 yards is successful. Please help me understand." Rodney, are you watching this game? Are you watching the game critically, or you just kind of like casually? "15 rushes." They've been successful with the run. What are you seeing, bro? They're successful with the run. They've been successful with the runs. I think they lost a few yards on the run. They've been successful with the run, and Shedeur's hurt. He can't even pass. So now you got no pass and you got no run, and you refuse to run the ball consecutively. The way that you establish run, you got to run consecutive times. You don't run one, pass 20 times, run again, pass another 20. The run is successful tonight. They've been running successfully tonight. When you run for 8 yards, then you run for 2 yards. You run for another 6 yards. Like they don't get to run that much. I'm trying to tell you, I've been counting the runs. They don't get to run that much because whenever they run and they get a 6 yard or 8 yards, after that they pass another. They go through the pass and that's it. They don't run no more. That's not how you work the run. You gotta continue to keep working the run. If you got 6 yards on the run, run again. But they go past, Shedeur can't pass. The run sets up a lot for the offense. That's what Oregon State is doing. People not seeing that, but that's what Oregon State is doing. You see how many times Oregon State was successful with the run, and guess what? After those consecutive runs, being successful consecutive times on the run, the pass opened up because now our defense is going to say, oh, they're going to run again. So let's go try to stop the run. And then next thing you know, DJ's passing. So their offensive coordinator is going to keep you guessing. That's what the run does. The run helps you to keep guessing because now the defense has to guess what's happening. What are they going to do? Shedeur's going back in the game. Oregon State is doing a good job with the run. Oregon State is good on the run because they have 6 best O-lines in the nation. So why did we stop them so many times? Man, listen. See, that's the thing. You're like the O-line is not doing that great, bro. We we don't have a sample, so I can't show y'all this, unfortunately. Why they gonna play that in the middle of the game? Unfortunately, we don't have a sample for running, so I can show y'all, but so I can't keep saying the same thing. We don't have a run sample. If I had a run sample to show y'all, they're about to pass. They're about to pass. Pass. Inaccurate passing. Just watch how many times they run. He's back in. Shedeur's back in. They don't trust anybody else on that team but Shedeur to take a break. They're going to pass. You come out. It's the fourth quarter with 13 minutes to go. It's not the game is not out of reach. They're going to just keep passing. Look, you see the pass? They want to pass again. Pass, pass, pass. Then you out. No run. Run the ball. Look how wide open that center is. Look how wide open the middle is. Run the ball. We don't have a run sample, so I can't prove it to y'all. Run the ball. You're not running the ball. Run forward. You zip one person, go get the first down before you come get tackled again. Now, this next play should be a run play. When you fake hiking the ball. I always start fake hiking the ball. You scared. You see what I'm saying? They're getting criticized. So now the coach is in their heads. Oh my gosh, I got to block for Shedeur. So now I can't even hike the ball anymore. I got to get ready to start to get ready for the pass. Coach is in their heads. That right there is the coach being in their heads. Van Wells is like, he wants to do his job, but the coach is in his head. He got to get ready to start blocking for Shedeur. So he doesn't even know what to do with the ball anymore. Oh, Lord, I don't want him to criticize me. So let me, what do I do? Coach is in their heads. We got to block for Shedeur. No run. No run. Pass, 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 no run. Pass, 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 no run. No run. No run. No run. All pass. They're not running. They have not ran once in the fourth quarter. Not once. This is desperation football. It's not, this is how you play football. You desperate to get something working. No, but you got to run. No run. Pass again. First down, Colorado. Not one run yet. You want to run because the line sucks. That's why. Since y'all want to be ignorant, you want to run because the line sucks. If he keeps running instead of slowing down, if he keeps running, he can run that guy over. But he slows down to wait for the guy to come and get him. Why are you slowing down waiting for the guy? Run fast and run him over. They didn't try to run. They have not tried to run at one time. I'm watching. We don't have any run sample. Right there. Why slow down? Instead of keep running, why slow down? Just keep running fast. You can run that guy over if you run fast. You are ignorant. We don't have time to run to be running. The clock is ticking. What? What? Okay. If you think I'm ignorant for telling you that they got to run the ball, this is the sorry O-line that's the trash O-line that's blocking for Shedeur while he's passing the ball. It is working, right? But they're trash. No run. No run. We're close. No run. No run. They know they're going to pass, so all you got to do is get those guys. No run. It's 1st and 10. Try a run. Travis Hunter touchdown. If Dylan Edwards can bust out, if Dylan Edwards can bust a 75-yard run, then guess what? You can score with runs. You know that. We can score with runs. (23-12), guys. So the scoreboard is up. CU 12, Oregon State 23. This score doesn't have to be this way. It really doesn't. We gave them 7. Doesn't have to be this way. Well, yeah. Or I don't know that OSU's going to throw that much now because they know how to control the clock. OSU took 7 minutes off the clock. 7 minutes. Why aren't the O-line coaching making the adjustments? We don't make much adjustments. That's right. I mean, you need to throw the ball more because if you run the ball, you're going to run the clock down. But you gotta throw a run in there. If you got 11 minutes left, you gotta throw a run in there every now and then because it's not like the run doesn't have to be you're on the scrimmage line and you hand the ball off and somebody tries to run through a bunch of guys. The run could be an option. There are different ways to run the ball. There's not just one way to run the ball. You can be creative and run the ball. Oregon State did it, so how come we can't do it? Just watch when they get the ball, see what they do, because now they're going to run to try to control the clock. The same thing we should have been doing in the first before we went to halftime. Yes, I said that early on, Big Dog G. I said that early on, but we didn't. Whenever we ran the ball and it was successful, we go right away from the run and start passing again. The O-line doesn't use technique in blocking like they need to be, hence the air raid. I understand an air raid offense. I get it. I understand it. But the idea, what you need to do is be creative with the play calling. You can be creative with the play calling. There's different ways to run. We still got Shedeur in the game, and Shedeur is hurt. I know that Shedeur is the best quarterback. He's one of the top quarterbacks, but Shedeur's wheezing, and like the third quarter, he could barely throw the ball, and we kept him in the game. Why not take Shedeur out, go work on him, you know what I'm saying, and put another quarterback in to give us a chance. They're running the ball. They're running the ball. This is how you clock control. We got 10 minutes. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. Now they're going to run the ball. Now you control the game by just running the ball. It's 2nd and 4. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1. That's a fact. That should be an offsides. I saw somebody move before the line started. That should be a false start. With 10 minutes, they're running the ball. They're not gonna. Why throw? Now it's all about game and clock control. That's it. But you said Hankerson, Miscasco, Smoke, never see the. The dude slips and he still get it off. That's Komani right there with the who was asking where's Komani? He's in the game. Pray and hope to run the ball. Pray and hope to do the right things. Run the ball. That's it. They're not gonna. There's no need to pass. The defense came out and worked tonight in the first half. The second half is when they started running the ball and it picked them apart. The narrative of this game tonight is that the Buff did not run enough. They didn't establish the run early. We asked y'all, are y'all going to run? You're going to switch up to establish the run early in the game? They didn't establish the run. There's no impact for Pat Schumer. Why Pat Schumer? Why put in Pat Schumer to do what Sean Lewis was doing better? If he was just going to do what Sean Lewis was going to do, we trust Sean Lewis for what he was doing. D Sweat, you said run with who? What do you mean run with who? Have you not seen our running backs? What do you mean run with who? Are we serious right now? Is that a trick question? We have good running backs. What? They're just going to keep running. Another first down. We have running back, but they don't use them because they don't run the ball. So what are you saying? We have the running backs. They just don't use them. So they're going to control the game by running. The same thing we should have done with Stanford. Come out and run the game and run the ball. They didn't try to run. No, they didn't. I don't agree. They didn't try to run. I don't know what y'all mean by they tried to run. They didn't try to run. They sprinkled in a few runs to go to the press conference and say we ran the ball. That's what they did. I saw that a mile away. They sprinkled in a few runs to say we ran the ball. So they can, okay, take that heat off of us. We ran the ball. You're not going to fool me, man. I know this game, bro. Don't play with me. When they got 6 yards or 8 yards on the run, what they do next? Pass, 3 and out. That's it. This is what you call game control. They're coaching now. Okay? This is where you coach. All right? This is where you coach now. You can get a 29-point lead first at Stanford and coach away in the second half. You run the ball with the clock, and that's it. You just run. That's it. You don't come back and start throwing in Stanford. You just run the ball. This is what you do. You run. Shiloh, give us a pick 6. Give us a chance to win, Shiloh. You don't need to throw, DJ. Man. Hoo-wee. Yo, Shiloh gets in position, and that's a pick 6, and we can be looking at a different game right now. Whew. Boy. Look how much time they took off the clock. Look how much time to be taken off the clock. Nearly 6 minutes off the clock. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I just don't agree with y'all. I don't agree with y'all because I know that we can do better. I know that if we commit to the run and we can get a good sample for running, I know that we can win games. We can win games with the run game, but we don't do that. We're throwing. Shedeur is hurt, and we're throwing the ball. He can barely throw the ball to Travis Hunter. He can barely throw the ball to other people, but we keep Shedeur in the game. We don't even run the ball. So I know what I'm talking about. What am I going to hear from y'all? Like, y'all keep saying the line is trash. I don't agree with you that the line is trash. I don't agree with you. I would never agree with you that the line is trash. The line is not trash. I would never agree with you. The line is not trash. You can't have that many good running backs and then never see the field. And you only run a few times a game. You cannot have that many running backs. That you got one of the best running back rooms in the daggone in college football. These boys can flat out run. And you barely use them. And y'all say, why don't y'all make that make sense to me? Help me, let it make sense to me where the running back room is so good, but we don't utilize the running backs that we got. Can anybody make that make sense to me? So with this game tonight, what we're gonna say? We're gonna put it on the O line again. The O line is trash. Shedeur got sacked again. We can't protect Shedeur. He got hurt in the game. The O line is trash. So what is going to be? What are we going to say in the press conference? The O line is trash. Big Daddy said I was hoping to see the running back room explode today. They don't want to run the ball. They don't want to run the ball. So we don't have a sample. We don't have a run sample, is what I'm saying. They don't give us a good sample for the run. If you commit to the run, we'll get a good sample to say, oh, okay. Does it work? Why are you knocking the pillow?
I need a cover, and this cover is, my cover is too small.
What cover is too small?
My cover.
Where's your cover?
Upstairs.
All right, so go ask your mom for a cover.
But she's sleeping.
Wake her up.
There's a cover here.
I mean, I don't think it's the fact that there's just 1 year. That year doesn't have anything to do with the fact that they're not doing basic football stuff. If you do basic football stuff and give your opportunities, you give your men opportunity to win and you'll still lose, then we can have that conversation and say, yeah, it's growing pains. But if you're not doing basic stuff to put them in positions to win, then how can you just say the O-line's trash? It's year number 1. Shedeur's hurt. Now we can't afford to run the ball. So Shedeur should be getting sacked because we can't run the ball and the O-line is trash, according to the narratives. Hunter, if you keep running and stop trying to juke, we get a first down. Second and 1. Second and 1. That's an easy, just give it to the running back. That's an easy, and then we get that's an easy one. Just get a first down, please. It's 3rd and 1. Just walk it in. Just quarterback sneak it in. Just quarterback sneak it in. We hand off and we get the first down. That's why we can't even run them for 1 yard. Yeah, this is. I think Shedeur has his guys, and then certain guys are open, and he's not giving them the ball. I'm starting to realize that some guys are throwing their hands up like, bro, I'm right here. What are you doing? I know you want to go all the way down, but I'm sitting right here. Like the dude's sitting right there. Shedeur's trying to go. Like your boy is frustrated because he's sitting right there. He's open. He's open, wide open. He could have just ran the first down. But Shedeur's trying to go all the way for the bomb. Oh, now they want to run the ball? 4-yard gain, though. They just ran the ball for 4 yards. 4 yards. That's positive. Yeah, I just see the announcer just said it. Now we're hitting the ball off. You see what up? The announcer just said it. He said, now we're handing the ball off. The guy just said it. The announcer just said it. He said, if you're a Colorado fan, oh, now we're handing the ball off? I'm the only one saying it, right? He said, oh, now we're handing the ball off? They're just sprinkling in runs, just every now and then. So 4-yard gain is not a good run? No running. Sacked. 4-yard. Tell me, you said they've been running good. CJ, 4-yard gains on a run. It's not good running. So when you get 4 yards on running on a run play, you don't call that good running? That's not what good running should be. Four yards is good run. I don't know what you're thinking. He's holding the ball. Red zone. Red zone. We got 1 minute left. Clock control. Clock control. Touchdown. Touchdown, Hankerson. The O-line sucks. I don't know how he got that pass off with a sorry O-line. Stop playing with me. There's no way he should have made that pass. The O-line is trash. How you make that pass with a trash O-line? That's a shame. That's a shame. The O-line's trash. I don't know how they got that. If you believe that the O-line is supposed to be perfect, then that's a different story. Every now and then they do their job. They try their best to do what they can do to help Shedeur to stay upright. But guess what? You mix it up and you're not exposing them all night. If you mix it up in the beginning, you mix it up and you're not exposing them all night. So that drive, they did their job. Nobody who's trash will let that happen. You're not running right now, but when you got 2 yards, when you got 1 yard to go, when you get 1 yard, we almost didn't get that first down. They had to run the ball to get 1 yard so that we can at least advance, and then the clock starts again. So, what gives? You can't run the ball with 2 minutes to go, and then you're killing yourself. You establish the run in the beginning of the game. That's when you establish the run. Are you just misunderstanding me, or you're just trolling now? Because I don't get it. Man, you've been running the ball all night. I think you're just trolling now. The run establishes in the beginning of the game. You establish the run in the beginning of the game. Once you establish the run in the beginning of the game and you're up, then you can clock control by running the ball. The same thing that Oregon State did, and they took 6 minutes off the clock. I think it was like 5 minutes, 30-something seconds. Yeah, altitude. There's so many different elements to this game. It's not just one element. It's not just one thing. Now they're tired. Yeah, okay, they're tired now. With 5 minutes to go, all of a sudden they're tired. We're gonna find anything. They run the ball, get 1 first down, the game is over. So you obviously got to give yourself a chance to win. So you got to go for onside, right? They get 1 first down and the game is over. You got three timeouts. All right, so we went deep. We got the touchback. They get 1 first down, game's over. You're gonna have to call 3 timeout back to back. But they get 1 first down, the game is over. That's it. Got to call timeout. -7 rushing yards by CU. Right? Okay, let me tell you something. Tyrannus, if you are looking at the stats currently and you're looking at the entire stats and you're pulling stats, you're going to be getting the stats. You're going to get the stats involved, mixed in with the quarterback sacks. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that. The information that you're reading is based on how many times he's been sacked, as well as whatever they ran. So you're not going to get just the run stats. Okay? Numbers don't lie. Yes, these numbers are lying. Okay? Let me just tell you right now, CJ. The run stats, every time he gets sacked, those numbers are going to count as well. Count just the run stats. I know what I'm talking about, bro. It's over. Game over. Game over. He's got a first down. That's it. Game over. He got a first down. The game's over. He got a first down. I'm telling you. So if you want to say, well, they got -7 yards, then you didn't watch the same game that I watched, because then you're not counting runnings, you're counting sacks. It's so unfortunate, man. I feel like these games, we come in here, we play really hard. We play really hard. And we don't put ourselves in position to win until we start really making good decisions, like with 2 minutes to go. Like, it's sad because I feel like the game could go differently. Coach Prime need to get a game plan to just run the ball in the face of the next game. Just run the ball heavy. That pass game will open up and you will be scoring like it's nobody business. Just run heavy. Look how close this game is again. Look how close this game is. We didn't run the ball again this game. So why bring Shermer? What are we doing? I don't get it. If you had a timeout, you call it right away. You don't wait till the clock go all the way down. What are we doing? I don't know what's going on right now. As soon as they went down, you called the timeout. What are we doing? You should have called it right away. Like if you had the timeout, you called it right away. Start in 11. What are we doing? Shedeur is hurt. He's limping. Limping. Shedeur's limping. We can't trust any other quarterback to come in the game and at least do a few plays so Shedeur can catch his breath. Tyrannus, what up, man? Good night. I have no words, man. And I don't think they brought their A game. I am a CU supporter, but there's a reason why I had this team at 5-7 to new fans. 4 to 5 wins is bad until you look at other coaches and their records in year one build a foundation. Then, they didn't run the ball, bro. I want to see what they say at the press conference. If they got to still get a new O line, got to run the ball. Look at the statistics on how many times they ran the ball. Don't count how many times Shedeur got sacked. Look at the statistics, how many times they ran the ball, and then the run average, and you'll see. You'll see exactly what I mean. You'll see how they were with the run game. At this point, are they going to make a bowl? I mean, I doubt it. From at this point, I don't see how they make a bowl game or how they make a bowl, because now we got for 3 games left. You got to win 3 out of 2. You got to win 2 out of 3 to go bowling. Nah, nice try, but nah, no way. I don't see how that works. I don't see that we can't go bowling. There's no way. I don't see it because they refuse to run the ball. That's the only reason. If we ran the ball, at this point there's no distractions. Nobody's on them anymore. What is the distraction at this point? You saying 2-minute distractions. What exactly is the distractions? The Rock hasn't come back. Ain't nobody coming back. Ain't nobody talking about him. The big media has forgotten about them. They're not doing interviews left and right no more. So ain't no distractions now. Now it's just football. So now you're gonna play football. So play football now. So I don't see any distractions anymore. He said the distractions, the KFC commercials. Y'all savages. They can't do nothing right. Selling merch is a distraction. You do know that this is a game, right? Like, you got to play the game to win. I'm talking about off the field and on the field. So, yeah, you're going to do your commercials. You're going to get a check from the commercials. You're going to sell your merch. You sell your merch when you hot. You don't sell merch when the season is over and people are looking like you're crazy. That's not when you sell merch. So sell merch when you hot. But I'll tell y'all, we didn't run the ball tonight. You know, I came to count the runs. I'm out of town and I wasn't supposed to be doing this live tonight, but I came to tell y'all that if we run the ball, we can be successful. So, and we didn't run the ball again tonight. We kind of threw runs in there so that we can go to the press conference and say, hey, look, we ran the ball. Did you see us run the ball? You see what I'm saying? Shedeur was getting sacked. We're just throwing the ball. Shedeur's hurt. If Shedeur's hurt and you prefer to keep him in, then go run heavy in the first half. Obviously, when there's 11 minutes left, you know, you don't have that much time to really do a lot of run plays. Maybe every now and then you're throwing a run play just to get a first down, but you can't go run heavy in the fourth quarter where you only got 10 minutes left. So that is not going to work. But from quarter 1 to quarter 3, you go run heavy because your quarterback's hurt. So you go run heavy to help the quarterback to catch a breath. You go run heavy because your line is not the best line in the game. You go run heavy because at least they're giving you 3 to 4 yards when they're rushing. All right? They're averaging at least 3 to 5 yards on average in the game when they rush the ball. Look at the average run for the run, not the general average. Look at the actual run average when they handed the ball off to the running back. Look at that average when it comes out. All right? And tell me if they were successful running the ball or not. Because if you get four 4 to 5 yards running the ball on average. That's successful. Man, Harry B, stop it. They started moving the ball fine. All of a sudden, Shedeur didn't look hurt. He was throwing it when being down by 3 touchdowns. Wow. You and I are not going to agree. I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to keep saying it because y'all some of the same people who, when I say certain things, y'all tell me I'm crazy until the next day they're changing the OC. When I say they're not happy, something's going on, like that team doesn't look happy. The grown-ups in that room don't look happy. Y'all say, Harry B, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. What do you know? And then the OC gets changed. Or at least they try to mix it up. So if you go play football and your game plan is just run the ball, it's to throw the ball 80-something% of the time or 90-something% of the time and only run the ball at least 10 to 11 times, you will lose you will lose. You will lose. I'm trying to tell you. If you think I'm crazy, I'm trying to tell you. If your game plan is to throw that ball 90% of the time and run 10, you will lose. That's not how football works. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Your game plan got to be run heavy, like Oregon State's game plan, run heavy, and then when they start biting for the run, you start throwing it just like it happened for them. It was textbook football they played. And then when the score is close, you do what you do in the end. You clock manage. We gave them 7 points for free. So, Harry, tell us how to run the ball, Coach Harry. Don't troll me, man. I'm a responsible man. I'm an African man. I'm a no nonsense man. Don't troll me. I don't play games with people. So don't do that. I don't play the same games y'all play. I'm not that guy. Don't play with me. I'm a serious African man. Don't play with me. Okay? I'm pissed off my team lost today, so don't play with me. So tell me how we run the ball. Don't play with me because we ran the ball tonight in spurts and it worked. And I showed you and I screamed it. I said, look, that worked. Look, that worked. Look, that worked. When I'm saying it in the game, when it's real in the game, I'm showing you live so you can see that it's working. So don't play with me. I'm not one of these kids you can play with, or I'm not one of these guys you can just play with. I'm too serious for this. Don't play with me. Go play with somebody else because I'm not that guy. You want to troll somebody, go troll somebody else. I'm pissed off because I feel like we're in games that we can win. We're in games that we can win. We're making silly mistakes. We're not making good football decisions. We're making silly mistakes. And we're in games that we can win. We could have beat UCLA. We could have beat USC. We could have beat Oregon State. Those are 3 ranked teams that we could have beat. And I know that for sure. And you want to play with me? And our team is struggling. We have Shedeur, one of the top quarterbacks in college football. He can barely throw. His throw motion is off, but we keep him in the game. If you've been subbed, then don't play with me. If you've been here for a minute, then you know I'm a serious. I make fun, but when it comes to this team, I'm serious. Tell us how to run. I've been saying how we can run the ball. So I'm just saying, like, it's not hard to run the ball. There's different ways to run the ball. I'm not on that time tonight. I'm pissed off because I feel like we could have beat some ranked teams to really show this world that we got a really good team, but we're making silly, stupid mistakes, and we refuse to run the ball. We refuse to run the ball. Like We don't care about the run. We're just going to throw it in there every now and then. Don't know when to call the run. We're just going to throw it in every now and then. And that's our game plan. Because Shedeur can throw the ball. He's a good quarterback. We're just going to depend on Shedeur throwing the ball. And it's going to cost us many games. And then personnel management. Personnel management. If you're serious, then why you asking me a question like that? Harry B, tell us how to run. Because I'm not on that kind of time right now. I'm pissed off because my team lost. And I'm pissed off at the coaching staff. I'm pissed off at people thinking like everything is on the O-line, the trash. People not understanding that you got to put people in positions to win. If you're part of the military and you know that you're going into a certain situation and you don't have all of the intel and they're just saying go in there and try to figure it out. You're like, no, that's not how this works. I need intel to know where to plot. They don't have all the intel. That's just the language for you. They don't have the intel to make correct decisions. So that's what I'm seeing. So you got Shedeur who's hurt. You don't take him out to give him a breather. We're giving him shots in the locker room so he can come out and throw the ball. And then after the shots wear off, then we're right back to where we started. His throwing motion was off tonight. And then he started making scared decisions. Shedeur was making decisions based upon him getting hit again. So I'm thinking like, why do we have Shedeur in the game? Put in a set of fresh legs. Take him out, put in a set of fresh legs that can think right. Those kids have not seen the field the entire season. One of these quarterbacks is waiting for an opportunity to really do something. So you put in a set of fresh legs, and it can probably. Shedeur had a couple of times where all he had to do was just continue running to go get a first down, but he pulled back because he was afraid he was about to get hit. I watched the game critically to try to figure out something's going on, but they didn't. We never took Shedeur out. We kept him in, even though he became a liability at that point. You see what I'm saying? Shedeur became a liability for the military guy, Grids. If you have somebody that's injured on your platoon, in your group, and you're on a special mission, that guy's hurt. So now you have to pick that guy up and carry him. What do you do? What would be the situation? What would be the situation? You keep the mission, the mission the same exact way, or you make an adjustment to the mission to compensate for the guy that's hurt. You have to do that. But the guy that's hurt now becomes a liability because somebody has to carry that guy. Somebody has to carry him. He's no longer as effective as he will be when he wasn't hurt. So how are we still carrying how is the lead guy is the hurt guy? He's still leading us and he's hurt. So I'm just saying, give Shedeur a breather, put in a quarterback, and just hand the ball off. I'm not saying go throw bombs down the field. I'm just saying put a different quarterback in and just hand the ball off and just run the ball to buy us some time. We got to buy time. That's what quarterbacks did. That's what teams do in the NFL. When your guy has a situation and you gotta buy a little bit of time, you put in the second string quarterback and then you just hand the ball off. It's less liability. It doesn't cost you much to just hand the ball off. So why are we not doing that? We rather just keep Shedeur in throwing ducks. We rather keep Shedeur in throwing ducks until he goes to the locker room, get a shot, come back, and then now he can throw again. That's irresponsible. That's not how you play football. You said buy time with the O-line, bro. If you hand the ball off, you buy yourself time. The O-line is not so bad that they can't block for a regular for any quarterback. Or put another quarterback in and see if they'll block for him and see if, were they just doing this for Shedeur? I don't know what's happening. Maybe we can get an answer from that. Put another quarterback in just to buy some time for Shedeur. If you rather have Shedeur than anybody else, put in another quarterback, buy some time. Let Shedeur get a breather. Let him breathe. Take off a whole play. Let him breathe. Just hand the ball off. He didn't make mad deep plays tonight. Shedeur could not make the deep passes. He was hanging the ball. Shedeur was hanging. It was obvious Shedeur was hurt. He could not make regular Shedeur passes. So it was not good. At that point, he becomes a liability for the team. He can throw interceptions, keep getting sacked. He can't get the ball there. So where, Grits, good night, man. So where do we find it? If they're not on the team and they're not capable, then we can't keep giving them motivational speeches. Right? We got them on the team for a reason, and we're giving them motivational speeches, and we trust that they're going to practice, right? So if you don't trust them, then what is the point of motivational speech? Who is the motivational speech for? Just Shedeur, Travis Hunter, and Jimmy Horn, and Xavier Weaver, and Dylan Edwards? Those are the only people we're talking to? Nobody else can play? Where we at? Where we at? If we don't trust nobody else, where we at? We got a whole team of people that we don't trust. Just a few handful that we trust. Oh, and I forgot Shiloh. My bad. 3 and out. We go 3 and out. That's it. We go 3 and out, and that's it. Because we don't want to run the ball. We pass, Shedeur gets sacked, and then we try to force a run just to get off the field. Shedeur has not fully healed from that game. Yeah. Shiloh plays every game, her music. Shiloh's the man. Shiloh is really making a case for maybe second round, I think. I think Shiloh's making a strong case for second round. I don't know that he goes first round, but he's making a case for second round, and I think he gets a contract. I don't think he goes for practice field. I don't think he goes for the practice team. I think Shiloh's making a case that he's second round and definitely gets a contract so that he doesn't have to play that other game of, let me go to somebody's practice squad and try to make my way. I think he's really making a case that he can contribute on somebody's team. You do 21, definitely first rounder. You crazy? Nah, Shiloh's not first rounder. Nah, Shiloh's second round. Shiloh's second round. I'm telling you, okay, we'll see. Shiloh has to do more. First round, Shiloh's good, but second round, he'll go second round. Look at the other cornerbacks. Look at the other cornerbacks. I'll get you Jam too. I'll get you in a second. But CJ, do you know how many cornerbacks are in college football? I mean, cornerback. Why am I talking cornerback? Safeties. Look at the other safeties. I'm saying second round because I'm thinking about the other safeties. Shiloh's playing on a losing team right now. Shiloh's playing on a losing team, and he has done a couple of good things, okay? But Shiloh is also getting burnt and getting beat. So that's what I'm saying, second round. First, it can't be first round because he got the ball knocked down twice. You know what the NFL, those NFL scouts are going to be looking for is consistency. Has Shiloh done a couple of good things? Yeah, but what are they looking for? Consistency. You think they're beating us on those big plays because Shiloh's great? No. Consistency is what they're looking for. And they're going to look at other safeties, and then they're going to compare Shiloh to the other safeties. So does Shiloh go first round? Based on what statistics, CJ? Based on what statistics are you looking at that Shiloh goes first round when you put him against other safeties that are winning football? Okay, we watch Shiloh every single week. Shiloh's done good things twice in a couple of games. Shiloh has showed up. But when you put Shiloh against other teams, that's a second rounder. Other safeties, that's a second rounder. You said, bruh, his father is proud. Okay, that's a good one. Well, I mean, you can't argue with that part. I wanted to answer somebody else here. Okay, so Jam2 said Harry says Harry. You say you know football, but you keep making excuses for players who can't play that well. I don't even know what that means. I'm not making excuses. I'm saying run the ball and let's have a sample. That's not making an excuse for players who can't play. I'm saying if they can't play, then give me a sample. Give me a sample if they can't play. Run the ball and let me have a sample. I only deal with data. I don't have anything else to deal with. I'm not one of these content creators that says that Sean Lewis was a plant and he's an op and he was planted to sabotage Coach Prime and he's a racist and he's a sabotager. I'm not one of those guys. If you don't realize that I don't do those things. Most of the things that I say here actually happen. If you're not paying attention, you won't see it. But most of the stuff that I say here is based in something that later on comes out to prove. I said that I wrote an article on my community page and I said something's off. Those guys are not happy. Okay. I made a video that I said Cormani seems something's off with Cormani. I've done that. I've done a couple of things I have said a couple of things and done some videos that says some stuff that has happened. In the article that I wrote, I said Sean Lewis is going to get replaced by the end of the season. They didn't even wait to the end of the season and they replaced Sean Lewis. So that's what I bring here on this channel. I deal in those type of information. It's a hunch that I get, and then I speak on that hunch. And for some odd reason, my hunches always happen. It's always happened. So if I got that kind of record, then that means I know what I'm talking about. Shiloh's second rounder. Right now, he's not first rounder. That's crazy. But I'm not making excuses for people who can't play football. I'm saying give me a sample so I can prove to you that they can run block. Your assessment that a lot of you guys are making is based on their pass block, but you're forgetting the fact that they haven't gotten a large sample size for the run block. So you're not going to ever know if they don't commit to that run. You're never going to know whether they can run block. You're just going to keep saying that they're trash because you're only seeing a sample of the pass block. And if you think I'm crazy for saying that, then give me a sample size for the run block, and then I'll tell you, and then I'll call myself crazy, just like I'm BWB bandwagon buff. I'll shame myself to say, well, dang, y'all was right. They trash because they can't even block for the run. But I think they can block for the run because the run has been successful this year. Take just the run. The run has been successful. I did a video and I showed you that it's been successful. You didn't want to watch that video. I think that video only got like 2,000 views. You didn't want to watch that video, but I proved to you that the run has been successful. If you take just the run, now when you add it into the stats where Shedeur's running for his life, they're averaging 4.8 yards per run. When they run the ball, Colorado's averaging, not with this game tonight, but they're averaging, because we don't have those numbers yet, but they're averaging 4.8 yards per run on an average when they actually decide to run the ball. And you don't think that's successful? That's crazy. Then that means you don't know what running the football means. He said, yeah, Shedeur's been running for his life. That's what's happening. This is the first year of a group of players playing together, so all the stats in the world won't get you wins if the players can produce. Go into the data. Go inside it. Go inside the data, and I say it's not the players. I say it's the coaching. If you go, bro, you the type that can see beauty in anything. Very optimistic. No, 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 no. I'm not optimistic like that. I'm not. I'm just inviting you to go inside the data. Go watch the video that says on the cover. It says run, and then it says stop blaming the O line. It's not their fault. You see the data. It's on ESPN. They suck. I can't argue with that, bro. So if you go inside the data, the miss for this year it's not the players, or at least it's not all of them. It's a heavy dose of coaching. Just go inside the data if you dare. If you dare to go inside the data, you will see that it's a heavy dose of coaching. 3 games, we don't know how to clock manage. Even tonight, we gave them 7 points. We lost by 7. Oh my gosh. I just realized it. We lost by 7 points. Guess when they got that 7 points? Data and analytics don't win games? Yeah, they do. Of course they do. Data and analytics, you pay for data and analytics. Data and analytics is the most expensive thing that you will pay for. Those things that they wear when they're practicing, that's data and analytics. You're paying for that. You're paying monthly for that. Data is used for planning. And what do you think? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Have you ever heard that? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So what do you think preparation, game planning, those calipo vests, those calipo jackets and vests that they wear, those calipo things, that's for data. You need data to win games. Without data, how can you prepare effectively? Data doesn't play games. Yes, but data gives you the preparation for you to give yourself a winning chance. Without the right data, it's hard for you to really prepare to win games. You need data. Data and analytics is a big part of winning games. Yo, I'm telling you, like, man, I need to do a course on this stuff, man. I need to do like a seminar. You are a technology professional and I know data. So what are you saying? See, Jam 2. Does that mean you understand the importance of data and what level or what part it plays in being effective on the field? You understand that, right, Jam? Data helps you plan. That's right. Because isn't that what Coach Prime says? How you plan is how you play. You don't see the link to that? Then we all say, we're not going to play them because he doesn't plan. Isn't that what you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be one day saying, oh, I'm not playing Cormani McLean because he doesn't practice the way that we want to plan. He doesn't plan the way we want to plan. You can't have your cake and eat it too. We can't say we're not going to play this person and play that person because they don't plan. They're not prepared. If you're not prepared, it's hard for you to win. That's the data. That's the data. Of course, data doesn't win for you. What? Come on now. Like, what are we talking about, bro? The coaches can prepare you, but they don't go on the field and play for you, right? Is that what we talk, right? Right? Are we on the same page, right? You understand? The coaches don't actually go out there and play. They coach. Coaches don't win games. The kids have to win those games. But you also say that the way that you practice, the way that you plan, is how you plan to play. So if you have the data, or if you lack the data, then you don't plan properly, and your chances of winning is slim. So that's data. That's data. How you even want to look at it. Go inside the data. If you go deep, dive deep into data, and you will see that this year was not on those kids. It was on coaching. If you dare, I dare any one of y'all to really go deep diving into the data, and you will see that this year was a toss up. Like it was one of those ones that got away because of coaching. Gather intelligence, help win games. Even the military, right? Wouldn't the military tell you that data intel is critical to your success? Ain't that what the military use? The best militaries in the world are the militaries that are armed with the best intel. Isn't that why they have snitches? Right? Coach can't make these boys study film. No, but coach can coach two. He can coach 2 quarters. He can coach if they give you 29. If they don't, regardless if they don't study film, right? It's not all of them, right? Right? So if they give you 29 points and you can't coach your way out of that, that's not on them. Y'all think it's on them. But if I give you 29 points, bro, coach me out of 29 points. You only got 2 quarters to do that. Run the ball. You came out in Stanford and you started passing the ball again. Dig into the analytics and you will find that this year it got away because of coaching. I can do a seminar on this stuff. I promise you. I can do a webinar and I can break it down all the way to the core and I can show you where it happened. I can literally show you. If you want to take a deep dive, I can show you where it's happening. But a lot of y'all BWBs, meaning bandwagon buffs, meaning you're here for Coach Prime, meaning that you're a Coach Prime person, meaning you're not necessarily a football person, meaning that you rarely care about football. You're just here to see Coach Prime succeed. If that's you, you're not going to care about none of this stuff. You hate me right now. You're probably one of those people that probably just you unsubscribe from me. You probably left me because you feel like I'm too critical on Coach Prime and I don't know nothing about football and I should just shut up because what do I know? He's the gold jacket. You would tell me just get out of here, Harry B. Who is this guy think that he is? A lot of y'all have already unsubscribed. You're going away because I'm talking crazy. If you take a deep dive with the data, I promise you, this team is one of the most talented teams that you can put together in 2 months. Was it even 2 months from spring to like the time that they had the first kickoff? Was that even 2 months? Was it even 2 months, bro? This is the most talented team that you could have put together, that any coach could have put together in 2 months. The most talented team. Coaches don't get lucky like this. We credit that to Deion Sanders. That guy is good when it comes to that. So we got to say, Coach Prime, hats off to you, bruh. You put the most talented team that you could put together in 2 months from spring when the exodus happened to be able to get all these players, to get all of those key players and put them together like this. But Coach Prime, I also got to tell you, man, you didn't utilize their strengths. You didn't put them in a position all the time to win. You missed some key moments. We lost by 7 tonight because we had 1 minute to get off the field to go to halftime. And we gave the ball back to them, and they scored 7 points. And that's the score that we lost by tonight. If you don't see that, then if you unsubscribe to me, then what can I do? If I'm giving you that kind of information and saying, look at it, and you look at that, you're like, this guy's talking crazy. Coach Prime's my guy. He's the guy with the gold jacket. This guy doesn't know anything about football. Then I can't. Then what am I gonna do? You want me to be a puppet? You want me to be one of those fanboys? And I'm not your guy. Unfortunately, I'm not your guy. I'm not a fanboy. It's so hard for me because I don't know. I'm a BWB. I started the whole BWB movement, the whole bandwagon buff movement. I'm here for Coach Prime, but then I fell in love with Colorado. And I love this team now. The team that he put together, I love it now. And I really want him to win now. But I'm seeing him make like mistakes like keeping Shedeur in the game to get smacked up when we should have just used somebody else. Even the last game, even the UCLA game. It's 2 minutes to go. The game is out of reach, and we're keeping Shedeur in the game to get hit more. All right? In this game, Shedeur is obviously limping. He's hurt. His throwing motion is finished. He can't throw anymore, and we keep him in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that BBL movement. What are you talking about? The BBL movement, BWB. CJ crazy. So I'm telling you, I love this team now. I love the team that Coach Prime put together. But I fell in love with the team, and then I feel like he gave me some really good guys to and if he just had put them in position to win more, they could have been we could have beat USC, UCLA, Stanford. We left so much on the field, and it's so unfortunate, and I'm frustrated. I hope you understand. I'm frustrated. Bro, won a Honda. My 4-8 prediction live on TLP is starting to evolve like I told you guys it would. Well, I mean, I don't see that as 4-8 because we were trashed like you were. Surfer, if you and I have been talking from the beginning, right? I don't think I don't even think you can give me, if you and I go stat for stat, if you and I dig deep into if you and I go deep diving, Surfer, that you're not telling me in the beginning, because your prediction was based 4-8 was based on not knowing how they play. So your 4-8 prediction was based on not seeing these boys play. But even you, from not seeing them playing to actually seeing them play, you can't tell me that you feel like the 4-8 is based on their inability to play. It's not about their development. It's not about their development, Surfer. This is not about their development. This is about coaching. It's not about their development. Yes. Do I agree with you guys saying that it's going to take time? That it's going to take time for them to develop? Yes, I agree. But we missed so many opportunities. So you're telling me that Stanford was about development? Is anybody here? Can anybody here tell me that Stanford, the loss? Can anybody truthfully, like, if you know football, can any of your truthfully tell me that Stanford was about their lack of development? Well, in a sense, yes, because obviously they were kind of immature. So they were immature to stop playing. So that was part of like being mature. But it was also coaching, because even if the kids started celebrating too early, me as a coach, I'm recognizing that, okay, you know what, we're acting silly. So when I come out, I'm running the clock. You see what I'm saying? When I come out in the Stanford game, in the second half, I'm running the clock the whole time. Every time I get the ball, I'm taking 5 minutes off the clock. There's no way I'm giving them the ball back like that without taking 5 minutes off the clock. I do that a couple of times. It's only 2 quarters. It's only 2 quarters. So when I come out in the second half, I'm taking 4 to 5 minutes off the clock. Before they scored 2 touchdowns, they scored 42 points in the second half. By the time they scored 2 touchdowns, and I'm running the ball the entire time. I'm coaching my way out of 2 quarters. I don't care. I could be the worst. Listen, I would have the worst team. Okay, I'm coaching my way out of 2 quarters with 29-0. Okay, I don't care what you say. I'm coming out and I'm running the clock. I look at my kids in the locker room, or I look at my kids pre-game, and I see them playing around. I'm like, they lost focus. Okay, they lost focus. So what I'm doing when I come out, I'm not losing 29 points and then letting them come back and beat me. What I'm doing, I'm running the clock. That's coaching. So you can agree with me or you can disagree with me, which is totally fine. But where do we go from here? Give the 29 points to any of the other coaches in the Pac-12. Can you truthfully tell me that any of the other coaches in the Pac-12 cannot coach their way out of 29 points? You can't tell a kid with millions what to do. Isn't that what Coach Brown says? That's the reason why he's not going to go coaching. He's not going to go coaching in the NFL, that he's not going to be coaching a bunch of snobby millionaires. Hombre says Colorado is throwing the ball majority of the time. Case closed. I'm closing the case with you, Hombre. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. They're throwing the ball 90%. 10 runs is not enough. You can't hand the ball off 19 times. You can't hand the ball off 10 times. You can't. Now, what has to be factored in is, can Shedeur throw for massive yards in the weather they will be facing in the next 3 weeks, even in Boulder? Who cares, man? At this point, even a high trained conductor like myself is I'm out of gas, man. I'm so out of gas. I'm defeated. I feel like because they refuse to run the ball, I'm running out of steam because they are absolutely refusing to run the ball. So every week I gotta come here, do a stream, and watch a stream with y'all and see us take an L because we absolutely just refuse to run the ball. Coach Prime is not going to take no heat for nothing. Coach Prime is the leader. Leaders don't. He's not going to fire himself. So Coach Prime is not. It's always going to be somebody else. It's never going to be the leader. I'm not blaming Coach Prime either, because I think what people say about Coach Prime, because I didn't follow him at Jackson State, I think what people say, he's the type of leader where he lets you do your job. So if he's consistent like that, then I gotta say hats off. If he doesn't micromanage people, I gotta say hats off to the guy. And then we gotta put the blame on those guys why they're not calling the game. But then I gotta say to Coach Prime, the only thing that I would blame him for, I would say, Coach Prime, I know that you don't micromanage people, but you're the head coach. You're gonna have to scream at these guys and tell them to run the ball. So if you don't scream at these guys, I don't care that you have this thing where you tell people you don't micromanage people, but at least tell them, make a strong suggestion that they run the ball. That part is on you. I can't blame you for what's happening if your policy is you don't micromanage people. I say hands up on that one. But in your meeting, in your next meeting, you got to say, let's run the ball, gentlemen, because you're the leader. You know, you say that to Coach Prime, he gonna tell you, man, go on with that bull junk. CJ is in trouble. The guy's gassed out. We can say 1,000 things. KSM is now gloating. KSM says everything said about this team first half of the year is true. People just didn't want to hear it. I don't know what you could have said in the first half of the season that you wanted people to believe because they hadn't played a snap. So if they hadn't played a snap and you have no data, then what exactly do you really, what do you say? Because a lot of people just saying they're going to suck, they're going to suck. And now you're coming back and a lot of poor decisions are being made and then now you're saying, you see, they suck. And what if they were winning? What would you have? What would you have said if they were winning? You see, dang, I was wrong. You would never admit that you were wrong. So the fact that they're making poor decisions and losing, if you said they sucked and now they're sucking, then yeah, you're right. We give you credit for that. How can I give you credit for saying they were going to suck and now they're making poor decisions and sucking? That's not an analyst. That's just a hater in disguise trying to gloat because that's it. I mean, I can't give you credit for saying that. If you come with real data, if you come with some real juicy stuff, some solid information, and I see the information, the data that you said, like Surfer's not giving no data. He's just saying, oh, they're gonna suck. Me and Surfer, we talked. He came on and we talked. No necessary data. But now he's like, I told you they were going to be 4-8. But what would you have said if they were not 4-8? If it was the other way around, if they were 8-4, what would you say? Harry B, you were right. Nah, they're making a lot of mistakes. I thought because my information that I was coming with was based on them playing let's say playing balanced football. You and I could not have talked anything, Surfer. You and I didn't have any stats at the point, so we were just talking. But what I was saying to you is that we have a solid team, and we do have a solid team, and I still stand on that, Surfer. I still stand on that, and in this live, I've been telling you guys that they're not being utilized properly. So I don't know what else to say. If they're not being utilized, then you're right. Then you're right. They suck. It's going to take time. That's what you're saying. Like, oh, it's going to take time for them to develop. This is going to take time. Yeah. But I know they have the talent. If they were just to be put in positions to win, we would be saying a different story right now. Right now, it wouldn't even be. They don't lose Stanford. They don't lose to USC. They don't lose to UCLA, and we'll be talking something different. So, guys, I really appreciate you guys rocking with me. It's like 1:20 a.m. right now. So on the East Coast. You said bingo. So how you going to say you had any data in your previous comments, but I digress because I like. Well, the data is based on their ability to play. The data is based on the information you have in front of you. You make an assessment. You say, well, based on this person's tape, based on that person's tape, this is a pretty good team. That's what you go off of. But if you make a general statement and say, no, they're going to suck, it's going to take them time to develop, then no, they're going to suck. It's not a necessarily good assessment. And now if they suck, then you're right. But if they don't suck, then what? You weren't accounting for mistakes. You're not accounting for mistakes. You're not accounting for the type of things that happen where, like, straight up mental mistakes. We're talking about the ability of them playing. Does this team suck? Do they suck? If they suck, then they shouldn't be losing to a ranked team by 7 points. And the 7 points that the coaches gave them 7 points. They lost by the 7 points that Coach Prime gave them. Run the ball 3 times, get off the field. Run the ball 3 times, get off the field, go to the locker room. Halftime. You get the ball back, you can try again. You don't give them 7 points. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you said in the beginning that this team was going to suck and was going to take time, then you are right. All right, so you are right because they're not 4-8 yet. So you're not right yet, right? The season is not over, bro. They're not as talented as you think. They are. I will fight for that. CJ, I'm going to fight for that all day. They are. They are talented. Oh, they are. You should have seen how they play tonight, CJ. Man, I wish you would have watched the game, CJ. You should have seen how those boys play tonight. They're a special group. They lost by 7 to a ranked team. They lost by only 7 to a ranked team. Do you know what ranked teams do to really bad teams? Do you know what ranked teams do to suck teams? They hang 50, 40. You're not seeing it. Ranked teams be hanging 50 on suck teams. Ranked teams will be hanging mad scores on you. When people play Colorado, yes, we saw Oregon did to see. Yeah, but it lost by 7 points, CJ. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if Colorado sucks, like the haters and the detractors and everybody wanted to say in the beginning, you don't go to week number 9 and only lose by, and your quarterback is hurt, and you have a suck O-line, and they only beat you by 7 points that the coach gave them. That's not how it's supposed to end. It's supposed to be like blowout because it's a ranked team and you suck. No, ranked teams sometimes just play around suck teams as Colorado. Man, you don't know what you're talking about, hombre. What are you talking about? They just play around? And you thought Oregon State was playing around tonight? They weren't playing around. They was fighting for their lives. They were fighting for their lives. Colorado came out and their defense was killing them. Are you kidding me? What game did you watch? You think Oregon State came to be playing around? That's not the narrative. They weren't playing around. They wanted to win. No team has played around with Colorado this season because of Deion Sanders. Every team this year has come to play because they're gonna smack Deion Sanders in the mouth. They think they're playing Deion Sanders. Oregon State strangled the Clyde, bro, and won that game. Well, yeah, of course, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not trying to play hero ball. That's what you're supposed to do. They went for 2-point conversion. We took the ball and got 2 points. That's what a ranked team is supposed to be doing, right? They're supposed to go for 2-point conversion, take a terrible defense, and they take the ball from you and go score. Every team is playing around with CU. All right, guys, let me leave it there because now you guys are too sleepy. You're being too silly for me. Who we play next? What's our schedule? Who we play next? Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.
Who does Colorado football play next?
On it.
No, you're not. Stop playing with me, Siri.
Working on that.
Okay, she don't know. I have the schedule on my phone. Oh, we play Arizona. We play Arizona next. And then November 17th, we play Washington State. I had us beating Arizona early, but then Arizona beat Oregon State. I had us beating Arizona. And I think MLC, Montana Lamania's Craig is a wide receiver for them. I had us beating them, but then they went and beat Oregon State, and they started this, Arizona beat UCLA today. Why is Arizona not ranked, bruh? Arizona beat UCLA for real? Yo, Surfer, good night, man. Arizona beat UCLA for real? Are you a fan or a Prime fan? I'm a BWB. I'm a Prime fan first, and then I'm a Colorado fan. I came here for Prime. That's why I call myself BWB, bandwagon buff. I'm a bandwagon buff because of Deion Sanders. Like a lot of people here. We started off with Prime. That's our guy. Because our guy is the guy that their guy keeps talking about. That's the thing we go by here. But we're kind of falling in love with Colorado, so we're Colorado fans. But we're mostly Deion Sanders fans. So that's the truth. Arizona is not scared of nobody, Wild Dog. Man, hey, yo, Wild Dog, man, I be getting those cash app, man. I appreciate you, man. I just wanted to tell you on the live, man. I just want to let you know I appreciate you. It's really like, I try to work for you guys, and when somebody does something, give me a gesture like that to let me know that, hey, man, you're doing a good job. Thank you for what you do. I just wanted to let you know, Wild Dog, I appreciate you. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for, hey, man, listen, we're at the point where you guys are hanging in there, even when I'm talking crazy about Prime. That would have never happened in the beginning or preseason. So you guys are hanging in there, and now you're allowing some things to slip through. So, but that's what it's all about. We are a fan base now that can say, hey, coach, make some, you're making some mistakes there, bruh. We love you, but bruh, got it. Get off the field in 60 seconds, get off the field. Thank you, man. I know that's the least. Thank you. I appreciate you, though. I just wanted to say that. But at least you guys are now saying, yo, Coach Prime, it's 12. We got 60 seconds, running 3 times, get off the field. Go to halftime. Before that, you guys would have never wanted to hear anything like that. So we're all growing together, and I appreciate you guys. Wow, Arizona 27, UCLA 10. What are you going to do to us? What they going to do to us? I had us winning. I had us beating Arizona in the beginning. I'm out of steam, guys. I'm so out of steam. I have nothing left, guys. I don't know. TLP, remember to set your clock right. The time changes. Oh, it does? Oh, daylight is gone? Oh, shoot. Oh, I appreciate you. Who was that? Steven Charles. Thank you, man. Metaphysics24 said, and that's why I'm here. That's why you're here for what? Okay. So tonight was the night, man. We got another loss. I'll see you guys on the next one. All I really hated this loss, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. This one really affected me a little different. They can still do it. Everyone must get on the same page. Yo, Arizona turns up, but we have to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. If we can run the ball, if we can run the ball, it might happen. But if I have no faith in us ever running the ball now. I'm done with thinking that, oh yeah, it's gonna change. It's not gonna change. Yeah, I have no faith now. I've lost all faith because we played 9 games, and in 9 games we refused to run the ball. That's not football. That's hatred for your running backs. So if you hate your running backs, then I don't know how we're gonna win games. You can't just say, let me go. All right, guys. Yeah, Reginald, when we ran the ball, we did make some strides. Yeah, we're not winning 6 games if we don't run the ball. It's not going to happen. You can't do it with Shedeur just passing. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me on this live. I appreciate you. You know who I am. Oh, I appreciate you, but I got to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian Perspective, TLP Sports Club. Love you guys. Peace.